Okay, so before your wedding ceremony, Fidget pulled you aside and pretty much gave you the lowdown, the general insinuation that she knows it was you who poisoned the water supply, but because Magnamar is blaming the chicken murder cult for the incident, and it helped bring to light the betrayal of the magistrate that you captured, that she's going to let it slide, but she's going to call in a favor in the future.
Well, that works out well for me, doesn't it?
Yes.
That works out rather well.
Wanted to let you know the damn consequences of your actions there. You saved the town, and the way you saved it was completely insane. But because the wrong people got blamed who actually needed to be taken down, it sort of worked out in the end.
Black Metal is a man of many talents. No one ever said sanity was one of them.
Anyways, you end up getting your marriage done and all that, the I-do's and all that. Sela was your bachelor party. And she expects some return visits after the honeymoon.
Of course. Her whole thing was, I can't do marriage, I'm busy returning slaves.
Mm-hmm. So, Merisiel just lovingly came up to you and said, "Oh, honey, let's have our honeymoon cruise."
All right. Where do you suggest?
Oh, just a little place that I heard of from my ex that would be real fun for us. Our kind of fun. I got the boat chartered and everything.
Sounds good to me.
So you go up to the boat and you meet the crew. Hi, I'm Carl.
Hello.
And his 5 crew members, who are all women. First is Zamis, who looks vaguely like she's draconic, with wings to boot.
Awesome.
Oogle, who is a miniature Sasquatch, about the same size as a halfling.
That would be awesome as well, in a strange way. Merisiel kicks me in the nuts every time I say that.
Yeah. Tamal, who is an actual halfling. But she's a cute halfling.
Okay. Oh, stop kicking me kick me in the shins or something. No.
And Lanknar, who's a catfolk chick.
So, Catwoman, basically?
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
You're going out with some fun people here.
Yes.
As they go up. And it's a small ship, but one with some nice amenities. With armchairs and stuff. It's pretty much just there for, couples to go on their little trips, romantic.
And Black Metal is so insane, he asks, where's the damn flat screen? Keep in mind, he has no idea what a flat screen even is. He just asked that question.
Are you talking about the temple to Besmera? Mm-hmm. We have a little altar over there if you wish to pray to the pirate goddess.
I thank you for the information. He's so insane. While he was on Blinksbrew, he learned about TVs.
And
he's tried to explain them to people in the town, but they're just like, dude, you are baked.
So you're talking about illusions?
Yes, in a way.
Anyways, you take about a 2-day trip to sea before land finally comes into sight to the northwest. You see that island over there, honey?
I see
That's
it.
that's the Dragon's Punch Bowl.
Mm.
That's where my ex's sister used to live, and still does, from what I hear.
So more dragon meat?
Perhaps. I hear she's also got a lot of cool stuff.
More dragon meat and more stuff. Maybe another chariot for shipwreck.
Well, of course, dragons always got to have their hoard.
Dragons have both hordes and whores.
Mm-hmm.
As I sing The Sunken Norwegian by Ailstorm. Oh god, he's singing again.
So, as you get there, you take the rowboat out because it's lots of shoals there and stuff. The pirates just bid you good adieu, or sailors.
Aye, we be sailors and pirates. You could be a sailor and a pirate, you dumb shit narrator.
I know. I was trying to make them sound legit for a little bit, even though you'd see through the guys because they got a shrine to the pirate goddess
Even worse
on
than
their boat.
even worse than my pirate accent.
I know. I tried playing up and I failed, okay?
Yes, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
I make fun of him because it's what I do.
No, you get ashore. And Merisiel tells you about the one time she visited, the quickest way to get in to where she sleeps. And you pretty much snuck your way in pretty well.
He's thinking, since I met this elf, I have fought 2 dragons. Or will fight 2 dragons. That's 2 more than I've ever fought in my entire life, interestingly enough.
Mm-hmm.
You never fought a dragon before? No, I've tangled with some goblins and things. But no, never a dragon.
Well, the fun part's this. One was her ex. This is his ex's sister.
Yes.
So it's still fallout from the breakup.
So it's still fallout from the breakup. Exactly.
So
But
you can see what will happen if you cross her.
I think the closest thing I've ever come to a dragon was sort of like a half dragon, half human dude, but he was kind of a pussy. So anyway, that was just some idle chit chat.
Yeah.
It's hard making idle chit chat when there's like only one actual player. I have to basically talk to myself.
Oh, honey, don't worry. What's the worst that could possibly happen? It's just another piddly dragon.
True. I was just musing. Let's go see.
All right. As you sneak in, the dragon did roll a natural 1 on their perception check. So completely oblivious and sleeping.
Kill all humans. Kill all humans.
No, that's not what she's saying. Well, maybe she is while she's dreaming. But she has other plans. More like, humans must give me more shit to loot.
And then I kill you.
No, or I'll eat you.
Oh, yes. Okay, so
the nest is pretty much just, you're pretty much inside a mountain range that's got pretty much broken, and this is a huge like lake marsh style section.
So do you want to attack it, or do you want to loot and try to escape?
I say we kill the bitch.
That was my plan too. Just making sure you're on board.
So the 2 of you set up your places. And as you do so, the dragon begins to stir. It
That's
opens its eyes. It
Shit.
heard you, but it didn't see you yet.
Shit. How did I refresh my memory because it's been a while. What did I use for my last one? Arrows, right?
Yep. You still got the bow.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. You get ready for your sniping position before it has a chance to react.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong die. There we go. It would help if I gave you the correct damage count.
Yeah, that would.
Okay. It pretty much grazes. One grazes its wing, the other one grazes its head. It looks like it took off a few scales and it hurt a little bit.
That's what I call a rude awakening.
Oh, yeah. Now its eyes are focused and it knows where you are.
Shit.
Okay. Merisiel goes with her bow this time. This time it actually barely pierces one of her wings and sticks in it before it gets shrugged out.
Ah!
Okay. The other one just barely grazes its paw like before. The thing is really big and menacing. And it looks right at you, shrieking, "Who dares disturb my slumber?" As it starts to get up out of the dang thing.
But we're going to disturb your slumber. We were going to kill you in your sleep.
Well, fuck you. More arrows? Because that was your surprise round. You did just barely wake it up.
Yes.
It'll be able to act next round.
Okay.
That will help. And the one jettisons itself right in her chest. Definitely doing a lot of damage. It looked like it went straight into something.
Oh, fuck.
The other one just barely grazed her skull again. And she's getting pissed. You critical hit it with the one. Merisiel takes her arrows and they both pierce each. One pierces each wing from her, sticking in real good. The dragon's finally aware, staring you straight down. Oh, shit.
I don't like it when you say things like that. I really, really don't like it when. Oh shit! Well, that means I'm in trouble.
Well, you failed your first save because the dragon just looked at you. Merisiel's behind it. It knew where you were from the arrows you were flinging at it. And it breathed a line of acid at you. You barely clung to life, but it drained pretty much half of your hit points.
You'll notice I'm not laughing.
You got foobarred in a single attack. It like rolled max damage on its acid. You got fucked.
Yeah, you'll notice I don't find it as funny as you do. Interestingly enough.
Ah, you got coated in acid as it burns all over you. full spit of acid. Merisiel tries to get revenge for you and completely fails. And gets knocked into the damn water behind her with the tail slap. You're taking out more arrows, I take it?
Is there anything more effective, like, a reality warping thing? I could just go and the dragon ceases to exist?
No. You're slaying a dragon here. I mean, you could try climbing on it, but there's no guarantee you will, and you don't know what it'll do if it decides to go airborne.
Yeah, let's arrows. That seems to be the safest because
Yeah.
I'm close to death.
Oh, fuck. And your bowstring just broke.
The end for black metal.
As you sit there screaming, oh god, fuck. Oh god. Fuck. Darkness starts enveloping your vision as you drift closer to the great beyond. The line of acid has completely eroded you. You are crumpled on the ground. You are dying. You know it. But before your vision blurs to the cold embrace of the void, you see the five sailors jump between you and the dragon. Murder! Rape! Destroy! Suicide! Piracy! Electricity arcs between them as they make their battle cries, each shifting to a tattered admiral's dress coat for their tops, accompanied with fancy hats or masks, and going completely nude on the bottom. The chicken that was on their ship transforms into a fiendish bat before turning into a hairless, wrinkly rodent, blue-black in color, with teeth protruding at all angles from its circular mouth. This is a creature known as a brain mole, before finally shifting to a strange entity formed from interwoven translucent threads of an unusual multicolored and material, an obvious aether elemental, the fifth element.
That was a Deus Ex Machina if I've ever fucking seen one.
The electricity arcing between them takes a vaguely humanoid shape. By your powers combined, I am... It's obvious they summoned a lightning elemental during their transformations. Roll call, Psycho Carl! Goatman Zombies! Ugly Oogle! Lanky Tamo! Ludish Lankmar! For the glory of Besmara, we loot, rape, and pillage! At this moment, one of them jumps over to you. Oh, which one was that? Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, that would be Lanky Tamal, the halfling. She jumps back to you and channels positive energy, healing you at least back on your feet. You have 3 hit points now, and it can start rising from the ground.
I sort of leave again. Okay, really quick. You guys were talking about the path to immortality as something later. Black metal could show you the path to mortality. It could show you how to be mortal really fast. I think I've almost died about 7 times now.
3 by my count. This is the closest you've gotten. And I'd only planned this cutscene as this is a huge thing. So if the two of you can't take it down without shit brick, because he's guarding home, then I have this as an if then else.
I will never say anything bad about Jim for the next 9 seconds because of that.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, the dragon's still kind of stunted from the whole entire. Wow, it's very stunted from the fact that it just witnessed these sailors turn from, a ragged group to, dear God, they have no pants, but they have a really fancy dress code on.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, God.
That was such a saving throw. I'm so happy. Because, I mean, yeah, I have other characters, but I'd rather not, use them all up.
Well, especially with the first encounter of an adventure.
Yeah, that would be lame. So I was like, oh, shit.
All right. At this point, Psycho Carl finally finishes casting his spell. And he started during his transformation sequence. It's funny that they all have different times on their transformation sequences. And dear God, it actually worked. You won't see the effect of that until it's the dragon's turn now. This is going to be horrible. I didn't even fudge those rolls. I was like, I'm going to do it if it rolls. Oh, God.
I'm scared now.
Goatman Zombies pulls out 2 dog slicers. And using her wings, she flies right towards the creature, smashing it with fire and lightning. The dragon gets some nice burning and electrifying damage to it.
Black metal has good friends.
You just met these people. They're not even true friends yet. They were just help catering you, giving you meals and shit, giving you a nice little luxury cruise.
And then they saved my ass.
Yeah. So that was the dragon wearing a goat's head turn.
Go.
Thugly Oogle, the miniature, the small-sized Sasquatch, just jumps and throws a shit ton of energy bolts, arcing with electricity at the creature. Fuck. All 5 of them landing home and shocking the creature, the fucking dragon, into like what the fuck?
Yay!
Okay. If the thing actually survives this onslaught,
that dragon is taking a shitload of abuse.
Lydish Lankmar's spell has finally ended, and she begins casting another spell. And the large electric creature that finally formed gets to move. A lightning elemental. It's large sized.
A large size.
And the thing pretty much just flies right up to it and slams its body against it twice, shocking the living shit out of the damn dragon.
This is a lesson, kids. Always have backup. Always have backup.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's unplanned backup.
Yeah. Well, Here's the effects of the spell Psycho Carl did. Oh, good. You'll know what this is. The dragon, after being brutally hammered by all these other people, gets all nice, smoozy koozy with Psycho Carl and begins sticking her tongue down his throat. You hear Merisiel in the background shrieking, "Dear God, the memories!"
Just look away. I'm somewhat captivated.
You notice the spell cast is one called Unnatural Lust.
Can I learn that spell?
No. Not unless you multi-class.
I kind of want to learn that spell just because some like warrior woman's attacking me all of a sudden. I suddenly want to have your kids.
On the downside is this lustful action only lasts one round. Which, after Merisiel lets loose another couple arrows at the creature. Each now embedding in its skull. Nowhere, it's not dead yet. It's still going strong. But after this, Psycho Carl begins casting another spell.
Like, all right, I got what I wanted.
And yeah. If the dragon even survives this, you'll see more depravity. Because you just recognize that was another unnatural lust spell. In other words, he's playing the decoy.
Yeah, I do actually sort of. I want one of my characters to know this spell just for the laughs. Because it is depraved, and I like depravity.
All right.
So
it is your turn. Do you wish to fire arrows or watch on? Because you finally got back up to the ground. Or you could try drinking some damn healing potions because you're at 3 hit points.
Would you guys care if I just drank some healing potions right now?
Nobody cares.
Dude, you looked almost dead. It's cool, man. You just
right.
This.
You are now back up to 32 hit points.
The people. Yeah, dude. When we saw you,
no, not 32. Sorry. Well, yeah, it would be 32. So I forgot about the plus. Yeah.
So yeah, you just go on and drink your healing potions. We'll take care of this.
After you were damn near killed by lines of acid in your face.
Yeah, they sort of understand that.
You just got an unlucky roll with the D4. She could do it the next round.
All right, guys.
It could have taken up to 4 rounds to recharge. You know,
all right,
do it on the 4.
Make me proud.
All right. Goat Man flies overhead and begins using her dog slicers. Again. For more burning, burning, shocking action.
Flame burning, shocking action.
And the dragon got severely fucked by that. You see chunks of its flesh coming out. Massive chunks.
Massive chunks.
Ugly Oogle fires 5 more mystic bolts at it. Nice little shocking things. I don't think it's lasting.
I don't think it's lasting either, which is kind of a shame, but also kind of cool.
Yeah, it didn't last. The damn thing died.
Psycho Carl just looks sadly at it, going, I wanted some pussy. Dragon pussy.
So now the sister has been taken care of.
Thanks, guys. If you hadn't come and saved us, we would have been killed to death.
Lanky Tamal, the halfling, still bottomless, yet with that really fancy top going, walks up to you and casts a good cure critical wounds on you because you desperately need it. Actually, after the battle, she wastes a couple on you. And you're back to full hit points.
Black Metal lives, and yet is sort of embarrassed that he was taken down with one hit.
2.
Oh, whatever.
It was brutal, though. You took like 2 damn near max. Well, one was max damage. The other one was near max. Lines of acid to your face. And you failed your save both times. So it was max damage from an old dragon.
Okay, look, you guys take your shares and don't spread the word that I almost died, all right? Because, brave warriors don't almost die. Let's see what, first, let's see what we got in the
you did at least survive its frightful presence. And
interestingly enough, I know the meaning of life now.
It was 16 die 6 acid damage.
Well, let's loot.
Well, the pirates say, well, our portion of the loot is just this corpse. We're going to take this back to the boat. And as they sit there casting their spells on it, start levitating the corpse because it's obviously too huge for them to carry. You hear them singing, "We are the pirates who fuck everything. We just run around with our pants down. And if you ask us if we fuck anything, we will tell you we fuck everything."
That's a catchy tune. I start dancing to it.
Of course, Merisiel was healed back up to max by one of the others that knows one of the cure spells.
Yes.
Just so you know, that was actually the class known as Vigilante, and each one had a different magic casting archetype. Psycho Carl was a Kabbalist. Goatman Zombies is an avenging beast with druid spells.
Gotta love druids.
Thugly Oogle was a warlock. Lanky Tamal was the zealot, thus the channel energy. Because it's the holy warrior.
Yep.
Ludish Lanknar was a magical child. The chicken, which transformed all those things, was her familiar.
Well.
And of course, since her thing and since she had the immediate change thing, as did Psycho Carl and others capable of acting that round, she was able to summon a large lightning elemental.
I'm just glad they saved my ass.
Which has now been dismissed to its home plane. And once they get back on the boat, they're going to change back to their normal civilian clothes.
See you later, guys. Poof. What did you do today?
Well, on their way out, they did say, "You do realize that we'll have to kill you if you let our secret identities come out." Even though their secret identities only constitute adding one word in front of each of their names. They wish not their secret identities to be spoiled because they saved your ass.
Why would I tell anyone? I like evil. Or
well, they just wanted the corpse all to themselves, and it's generally insinuated that they'll be molesting the corpse in the belly of the ship during their off time.
Oh well, I still have some dragon meat left over from the guy.
Merisiel says, "Now, if I remember correctly, her hoard was right over here." And she pulls a switch that leads to a opens this huge hole big enough for a dragon to fly down into.
Yes.
And you see huge mounds of everything. And at the bottom of this lake, you notice as you're counting through everything and you're going through the piles of everything, what you find is this: 60,000 copper, 11,000 silver, 1,300 gold, 500 platinum coins.
We can buy the world.
Not really. This doesn't even so far it hasn't even reimbursed your damn house total as you landed in the coins flying with your wife down below.
Oh,
you found a couple banded agate, a black opal, a black pearl, a few black pearls, a bloodstone, blue quartz, carnelian, citrine, coral, fire opals, freshwater pearls, golden yellow topazes, some obsidian, a bunch of other gems, which roughly equal 8,539 gold.
Nice.
You find a bolt of fine cloth threaded with brass.
Nice.
Brass dice with malachite set for the numbers in it.
Yeah.
Bronze plate armor inlaid with electrum. A ceramic ring. A crystal pedestal with inlaid silver. Electrum cloth robe with a set of tourmaline. Fine cloth gloves trimmed with sable. A fine steel chime set with malachite. A gilded wooden jar inlaid with gold. An iron diadem. A sable ribbon. A sable short sword scabbard. However you want to pronounce it.
Scabbardy.
Yeah. Silk choker trimmed with sable. Silk hunter's cap trimmed with ermine. A silk sash trimmed with ermine. A silver cloth gown set with jade. The grand total of the random art objects you found was 17,570 gold. But you might want to hold on to that to deck out your home.
Yes, true.
Which will look really good in the sanitarium.
Yes, in the sanitarium. She's saying, "Look, we can live like rich people."
Yes, and still have our depraved little sex dungeons.
Yes. Sex dungeon.
You found a scroll which has comprehend languages and mount scribed on it.
Sweet.
A parapt of proof against poison.
Well, they had proof against acid.
A potion of remove paralysis. A rod of flame extinguishing. A wand of lightning bolt.
Ooh, I want that.
+1 light fortification full plate bearing the Thessalonian symbol of wrath.
I like wrath.
A +2 bastard sword with the hilt carved to look like 2 coiled serpents.
Snake sword.
A staff of size alteration with 7 charges.
Nice.
A pair of gloves of swimming and climbing made from kraken hide.
Awesome.
Bonus to swimming and climbing.
Kraken hide.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
A shatter spike, which is an intimidating weapon that appears to be a long sword with multiple hooks, barbs, and serrations along the blade.
That sounds very painful.
It glows with red light and bears the name Blood Glutton in Merisiel.
That sounds like a metal band. We're Blood Glutton.
Mm-hmm. Your salvage from here. You have 54 amphoras of vinegar.
Never know when you're gonna need vinegar. It's like the time where I took random salt.
Yeah. 2 ballistas. 13 carts, 2 chairs, 9 chandeliers,
Ooh,
7 courtiers' outfits. What was that?
we use the chandeliers for the sanitarium. We have 13 carts for some reason.
Yeah.
Shipwreck's like, stop getting transportation vehicles.
Well, you already had carts, but you decided to use the chariot to carry 5 people instead.
Now we have even more carts.
Yeah.
We're up to our asses in carts.
4 heavy catapults, 2 light catapults.
I've
Keep in
decided
mind, you still have siege weapons from the first horde you looted.
I've decided Black Metal's going to start a vehicle collection. He's not actually going to sell any of the vehicles. He's just going to keep them around. And the siege weapons.
19 nobles' outfits.
Well,
A plain tapestry worth 50 gold. 7 round tables.
I'm fancy.
A siege ram. You're able to take down some walls.
I think
a trebuchet.
Oh, filth. Oh, that is pornography, Jim.
And now for the creme de la crop. Keep in mind, I got this all from a random generator. A long ship. The 70. You go through the hoard of treasure. You're like, oh my god, bye. Then you look over there. Holy shit, there's a thing I could use to carry it. It's 75 foot long with 40 oars. Requires a crew of 50. It can carry 50 tons of cargo or 120 soldiers. And it's still seaworthy.
I want a fucking long ship.
We don't know how you're going to sail it with just 2 people.
I don't care. That's why we have to recruit people. I have to get basically what do you call them? Faceless followers that will do my bidding. Peons, basically.
Well, you can always come back for the long ship. It ain't going anywhere because no one's going to know the dragon's dead yet.
Fine, but I own a long ship, the SS Black Metal.
Yes, it's black metal.
So fuck, that is the most awesome. That is even more awesome than the siege ram, which I almost had to go to the bathroom and masturbate.
And a trebuchet.
And a trebuchet.
We have major siege weapons.
The first time Shipwreck sees the long ship, and he just goes, "Finally, a vehicle I can't pull."
I'll find a way. God damn you.
I'll find a way to pull it.
All right. Well, at least you got mostly reimbursed with shit. You could deck out your pad. You're gonna have to come back for the ship.
If anyone steals it, I will murder you.
No one is going to steal it. This place is too feared.
All right.
It's the place where dragons roost. And there used to be a shit ton of them, but there was only one left. She ate the others. Except for her brother, whom she hated and was actually glad to hear died. But now the people that killed her brother came to kill her, and she didn't know that that was you.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? We have a long ship, we have a long ship, we have a long ship, we have a long ship. He just can't stop saying it because he, like me, is a child. And
well, honey, I think we should go back to the boat and see if they know of anyone we could have help run this thing.
That's That's a good plan, yes.
They seem to have a full crew for their ship, though it's much smaller and run entirely by undead.
As long as we make it clear that we're not, like, going to go after their evil business.
Oh, I'm certain they'll understand.
Yes.
As you get back on board, you meet up with Plain Carl. Ahoy there! How's it going, my friends?
It goes well. I'm back up to full health, meaning I'm not dying anymore.
That is good. Glad to hear it. It's bad for business to have a customer die on you.
Agreed. So,
You look to be traveling a little light. There should have been a dragon's horde somewhere. Did you find it?
yes. Yes, we did. And, well, it contains some interesting things. Shows them some of the...
Oh my, that is nice. I'm almost jealous. But we have a dragon that I just reanimated. She is our sex slave.
Okay.
So he's got a zombie dragon to use as a sex slave.
Respect, dude. Respect. Want a piece of want a piece of his brother or her brother?
Certainly. Would you like to go back ashore?
Well, we were going to talk to you about something, actually.
Oh, what about?
There's one other thing that we have that we couldn't really bring with us.
Oh, and what would that be? Maybe we got room for it still in the hold.
A fucking longship.
Wow. Wow. You found a longship.
70-something feet of beauty.
Yeah. So what are you planning to do with that?
Sail around, look awesome.
You know what? I actually believe you. I might be able to help you get that out of here, though. We don't really have the crew here, but I know of a place. A little place called Grubber's Cove. They might have something you're looking for there.
I'm interested. What do you say, Merisiel?
Well, I heard bad tales about it, so it might be a good place.
Yes, every time we hear bad tales about fun.
So you hop aboard the ship and travel southwest. All the pirates do their things. This is another 2-day trek.
I love that he has no actual plan for this ship. I don't know if he's going to become a pirate or not. They just sail around.
No, you're still under the utter shock. Long ship.
What are you going to do with it? I don't know. At this point, I'm still...
Yeah.
He's still saying long ship as we watch the reanimation process of the dragon.
Yeah. And the many perverted sex rituals going on with it that are so disgusting, I will not describe them here. And viewers familiar with everything know how disgusting I will describe things.
Yeah, I understand. It might be better if like one of my friends were to describe it, but Jim describing sex is scary. Very
As
scary.
you get there, you hear that the place is usually a good generator of shipwrecks.
Interesting.
And there are some people there, and you hear about someone known as the Red Bishop running the joint. That houses a few dozen fishing families there.
sounds like a typical fishing village.
As you approach, they change their the flags on the boat from the Ashpoint flag to white flags.
Makes sense. It's one of those kind of towns. See,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because I know about actual like ship towns and in the like 18th century or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I read about them, so yeah, I'm not surprised about things like that.
At this
Piracy's
point,
interesting.
at this point, a humanoid creature with giant tattered moth wings, red skin and glowing red eyes, and a definite insectoid head begins flying down onto your ship as you get close to dock.
Okay.
Why, Heidi there! The pirates who fuck everything. No, we're just simple merchants. Oh, that's right, you do that thing. Anyways, what may I do for you? Well, our friend here has an interesting proposal, little situation he's in. I'll let him take it from here.
Longship, longship. Oh, what? Hi, Mister.
You may call me the Red Bishop. Any friend of these degenerate fuckers is a friend of mine.
Yes, they saved my ass back there. Explains about the longship, longship, longship.
Longship, longship, longship. So you're telling me, so you're not even breaking up your words here. You're just exceedingly excited you found a log ship.
Okay. Relax, relax. We found a longship in a dragon's hoard, and we want to get it out and use it to sail and look awesome.
Well, would you like to buy some people?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of in the trade here of selling slaves.
We have a we have okay.
Now, there's two payment options I'll offer you. One's the flat coinage fee that I could always use. The other one is a bit more of a favor.
Well, let's talk about the how many slaves do you have at the moment?
Well, I could give you the 50 you need to man it.
Okay, how much would that be in money wise?
Money wise, let's see, that would be about I'd say about 10,000 gold.
Well, we could, but I'm kind of intrigued about this favor.
Oh, I am glad you are asking. You see, I run a little cult here. I praise the darkness that is in the abyss, and Pazuzu, my grand overlord.
I like that. Continue.
Now, you see, there's a little place that I'm certain you heard of. It's called the Pit. It's out in the mountain ranges past Sand Point. Yeah, it hasn't caught up with them yet. It's Ashpoint now.
Yes. I've sort of been near there. I've never actually been there.
Yes, well, you see, at the bottom of it, there's this little gateway that's reputed to be straight into the bottom of the abyss. Unfortunately, it is sealed behind wards that just can't be broken by smart, intelligent people like us. We need to find ourselves some goody two shoes to actually break that shield.
Deal.
Okay. Now then, the whole thing is, I found last time I was there, it was after these goblins just came by and started trashing a tavern, and some guy named Valorous fended them off real quick. Heard there was a second one after that, but I didn't really go back afterwards. Anyway, shortly after then, I sensed a really good presence in some of the catacombs where there was some evil.
Okay. So you want me to
Well, I want you to find out what these good individuals are doing there and try to recruit them into this mass. It might help if you let them know that I was going to raze the entire city of Sandpoint to the ground, slaughtering everyone to their last if they do not comply. Of course, if they're too weak to actually break the barrier, you may need to toughen them up a little bit. Get them strong enough to cast the spells necessary to break all the wards so we can open the portal to the bottom of the abyss in whatever horrors we can't even imagine.
I like this guy. He has the black metal vote of confidence.
Excellent. I'll get you 50 slaves to do your dirty work for you, and I'll make certain that you provide you with enough shackles to keep them on board your boat. No escape for the wicked. Just remember, the name's the Red Bishop. All for the glory of Pazuzu. And with that, he goes off and starts grabbing random people out of it. You see him fly ashore, and he's grabbing random people and just dropping them on the boat. Just not even caring.
There's a special place in hell for black metal.
There's a special place in hell for just about everyone associated with your character.
He's like, I like this Red Bishop guy. He's cool. You didn't even have to think about the drawbacks. Just where do I sign?
Where do I sign? That sounds great. I gotta train good guys to go break an evil seal.
He's
And
going.
he found a huge place of them that might still all be good.
He's going.
The way he
Wait.
described it to you, it sounded like it was underground. So you're formulating in your head that maybe these creatures didn't fuck anyone with the voices. So they might still be good aligned.
And yes. All right. Well, Merisiel, did you hear what we have to do?
Oh yes, honey. But that can wait till after our house is refurnished. I mean, it's an ancient seal.
That's true. And he knows I'm going to do it because how could I not?
Well, of course. You gave him the blood bond of a blackguard for the greater evil. And he mentioned the bottom of the abyss. What blackguard doesn't want to open a portal straight to the bottom? Because it's not supposed to have a bottom.
Black metal's going, wait, where's this like a deal? This is more like, if I do something you want, you'll get to do something else you want. It works out in your favor 100%.
Okay. I had to roll a wisdom check for you. Simply because you remember your vision now. And now you've met the Red Bishop, who is an obvious servant of Pazuzu. And the what's her name? Lanky Tamal, who's obviously a servant of Besmera, the pirate goddess.
So I met two.
And you know that you have to desecrate 2 more idols. in the temple. You just remembered you received that dream after the intoxicated haze, which caused you to poison the town's water supply and fail before you ultimately went back and succeeded.
Yes, he's been on a lot of adventures.
Yeah.
No, there's not a boring day in his life.
So you realize this is a prime opportunity to ask two people to desecrate two war statues and finally complete your quest.
Right. Well, let's wait till the Red Bishop gets. Hey, whatever your name is, dude or girl, I forget.
Lanky Tamal, it's a girl.
Is she the which one is she?
She's the regular halfling.
Okay. Hey, Miss Halfling, whatever girl.
Yes.
I added. Well, explains the desecration goddess.
Hold on 1 second. She had to transform into her other form before she could talk this business. Since she's already transformed in front of you once. It's just how these people do things. They all got the transformation sequence going. And the split personality forbids them from using their actual special abilities.
Yes.
They're pretty much glorified rogues in their normal form.
Yes.
Then in their vigilante form, they have magic.
Understandable.
Yes, I would be happy to bless the place of Besmera in the most profane manner possible.
Thank you.
Red Bishop flies back after you conduct this deal.
Thank you, Mr.
And that's
Bishop.
just the last one. Now remember the deal here. I need you to get those good guys. Don't let them be fall into the darkness now. It's important they stay goody goods.
I'll make sure. Hey, by the way, while I have you here,
Yes.
explains the desecration.
Oh. Oh. You said that there was you want me? Oh God, your ass still. I fucking hate that bastard. And I get to desecrate and put up a shrine to Pazuzu.
Yes.
Oh, bzz, bzz. You see Erin buzzing happily. Oh yes. Come back here with your little longboat and pick me up. We'll take a short trip, then bring me back home, and it'll all be good.
Will do. And I'll make sure to open the portal.
Oh yes, yes. This is why I like doing business with bright, intelligent people instead of so fucking. Hey, you get back to work. Anyway, I shall see you when you return with the bounty.
Yes. All right. So we travel
So
on.
all this happens. They desecrate the temple.
Yes.
All right.
He's getting more evil by the day.
You have desecrated Desna first. Iraz still was desecrated.
Good.
And Serenade was desecrated.
Good. I love this world. It's just going completely from like bad to
You've
worse.
pissed off all the farmers by desecrating Iraz still.
Whatever, they're farmers.
Yeah. And of course, Shaylin's was replaced by Calestria, which is that vengeance goddess that you would have liked.
Yes.
That just sort of popped up during the desecration and reformation and everything. You took the Red Bishop back, and now that is one quest complete.
I am Captain Black Metal, captain of the SS Black Metal, the longship of doom.
You've heard word that the place still needs a good head cleric. Now, because Fidget is too busy running the city, okay, and the unnamed cleric of Boink, who is unnamed because he got really high one day, forgot his name. Then Boink appeared to him in a vision telling him he didn't need a name. So he just purposely forgot his name.
I don't remember my name.
So he is now the unnamed cleric of Boink. This is typical within Boink's faith.
Yes, I could tell.
But he is in charge of the old orphanage / school now. He is said to be the most brutal headmaster there's ever been. But damn it, if those kids aren't getting smarter, even though the place has gone to complete shit.
I'm sure he
would
would
at least have a well-educated group of kids.
Well, let's go meet him.
Now, class, this is pie. Notice where it stops. It doesn't stop there. Oh, no, continue your homework.
Knock, knock.
Why, hello there, Black Metal. How is it going?
Oh, it's going well, pillaging. I have a proposition for you.
Yes?
Well, you know how you're a cleric.
Oh, is this about the temple? I already turned down that job because I'd rather have my hands on the minds of the future generation. You'll have to find someone else to take that job.
Oh. Well, it's all desecrated now.
Yes, I understand that. I helped with that. I threw in my feces all over. Yeah. The butterfly was so sodomized.
Do you know of anyone who will take this job?
Not offhand, no, but we'll figure it out as time goes on, shall we not? I'll keep my ears open.
Okay. Well, have fun with teaching. At least you're making the kids smarter.
There was something else I needed to do, and I gotta look that up real quick.
So he took the DM out and shot him. Because that's.
But you see, there was this one time when I was younger, doing my little adventuring stint, to gain the knowledge point gave to me. I heard of this great tomb off in the Tours. The Tor mountain ranges. Yes. He reaches out for a little scroll that he kept inside a magic pouch of his and pulls it out. This is a map to a little place called the Tomb of Horrors. You will want to find an alternate way to do it because every person that has got it has died. Even the most powerful. What?
So I've heard. Well, thank you, Mr. Boink. Unnamed cleric of Boink.
Yes. Timmy! You stupid idiot! 1 + 1 is not 3! Crucify him!
Oh!
You will stand up there for the next hour after being nailed to this board. You will learn that 1 + 1 is 2!
Well,
You idiot.
I'll never repeat that mistake again.
Oh, he'll live. I'm going to take him down before he dies, but he will never, ever forget.
Agreed. I like your teaching methods.
So as you leave, he goes back to teach his class.
Granted, when I was a kid, I sort of didn't pay attention in school, but I turned out all right. Some guy, you poison the water supply in a major city. You call that all right?
Yes,
Me.
he just made a pact to open a portal to the abyss.
Yes, and that's all right apparently.
So as you're taking the Red Bishop back, he procures a little. He starts saying that he gives you this little outline here for a tattoo to get.
Yes.
Yes, this will help hide that little evil aura around you so you can better negotiate with the goody goods should they be able to see through that.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty overpowering at this point in your quest for madness.
Yeah. Oh, I wondered about that when some girl literally just looked at me and screamed. See, I thought it was because I was a bird guy, but we were in the town where bird guys are fine. So, yeah, it must have been the evil aura.
So you get this tattooed on your wings, and it'll help suppress your aura.
Fine with me. Any good tattoo shops?
Oh, once you get back to Ashpoint, I didn't know they changed the name. I love what they did with the place.
They changed a lot about it. Yes.
Yes, the temple's gone corrupt. A lot of things indeed, my friend. A lot of things. And I like it all. Keep up the good work. Hello? I didn't hear you.
Sorry, I was getting food. What were we saying? Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Yes. Okay.
You walked away for a second. Okay, that's what happened. Okay.
No, I had to turn my microphone down for a second.
Oh, okay.
Someone came in.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
So he goes home.
Yes.
You got your people shackled. You just got to throw them muttons of food every now and then as they sit and swill in their own feces. And now you have quests galore. You have a map to the Tomb of Horrors, a map to the pit, and a map to somewhere where there's a bunch of good aligned creatures still in the city.
Okay. I have 3 maps.
And this is while Merisiel is overseeing some of the reconstruction and decorating your place with some of the loot you've gotten over your adventures.
What do you think I want to do first?
I'll take it you already got your magical tattoo.
Okay.
Or do you want to actually go out and get it?
I'm eating. No, I already got it. Look, I know what the tomb is, and that's gonna probably be a whole thing for another day.
Yeah, it is.
So, let's do the finding good people in the pit first.
Okay.
Yeah, because spoiler alert, he told me what the tomb is. It sounds awesome, but long.
Yeah, it is pretty long. Where is that?
I'm eating food.
All right, you head out towards the center of town, and you do get a nice little good aura coming from the sewers of all places.
That's the nicest thing that's come from the sewers in a long, long time. I need a bigger.
So, how are you going to go about this? You have multiple options.
Okay, what are options?
Oh, you could try just storming right in, saying hello. You could wait around to see if anyone comes out, at any point during the day. You could try sneaking down.
Let's wait around just a little bit, sort of see what we can observe.
Well, at night, after the streets start cleaning up, and there have been people from employed by Fidget to go around enchanting the light posts with different stuff. You don't know what they're doing yet. And they've finally gone home for the day.
Yeah.
You notice a couple goblins squirm out of the sewers from there.
Fuck.
And they start going around the city, looking around all scared, keeping to the shadows.
Goblins. Great.
But they definitely have good auras around them.
Let's sort of carefully approach one.
You know that they're speaking goblin.
I have a learn languages thingy.
Yeah, you do have a spell that will let you do that. Hold on a sec. Do you even know that language? Actually, yes, you already know Goblin, and you're able to speak fluently. And they're like, holy shit, a Strix.
Hello. I come in peace.
You come in peace? Okay, I'll buy that since you're not trying to kill me.
What is your purpose?
Well, right now, we're just going out and grabbing the scraps of food from the junkyard. There's about 100 of us huddled down there. In the sewers, you see, and food's kind of scarce, especially with the town going insane. We originally went down there hoping that our time would come, but it seems we've gotten stuck down there. As whenever we wanted to make peace to humans, they all went insane.
Well, may I speak to your leader? I am a good guy.
Oh, yes. I don't detect any evil in you anyway.
I have some
I will
news.
take you to meet Smink. As you go there, you formulate a plan. As you've read up on, as you've actually recalled a lot about the so-called Tomb of Horrors, you realize that it is going to take a veritable army to penetrate it.
Yeah.
And they said that there's 100 of these good guys. Since they're goblins, you've deduced that they may not be strong enough to take on the pit in their current state. However,
Yeah.
such a brutal challenge would at least let the survivors gain perhaps enough power to break the enchantments.
True. That is my plan. That I thought of.
As you go into the sewers, into the warren, you meet up with Smink. After there was a bunch of banner and all this shit. The typical I'm paranoid crap.
Yeah.
I hear that you might be able to lead us out of this place.
I may, yes.
And just how, pray tell, would you do that?
Tells them what they want to hear.
So you're telling me that within this tomb lies enough treasure for us to relocate to a better human city?
There's enough treasure for you to build a human city.
That's if the legends are true. Yes, we come gather us when it is time for the crusade. I believe you.
Dun 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 dun.
So now you know that even though this place has claimed the lives of a lot of people while you're leaving, getting ready to make preparations with all that shit.
Yes.
The threads are all coming together for something completely chaotic and evil.
Yes, they are. Oh, glory to evil.
You realize you have 100 people to sacrifice to this thing, but some of them must live so that they could break the seal in the pit once you reveal everything going on to them.
Yes. 100 nameless peons.
You only know the leader, Smink.
This will be interesting.
I'm just completely out of everything. I was originally going to have another way to give you 100 people, but this is the shit I tied together as I read into things. I was like, ooh, that could be, that, okay. Now we have a bunch of quests coming out of this. All of which to hail evil.
Hail to evil. Black metal is happy.
Yep. And it's real easy for me to find generic stats for different goblins.
He goes back to town and watches people work on the sanatorium.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
My dream house is coming together nicely.
Oh, look, honey. We have the skulls of our enemies here.
I know. Isn't it great? Unloads the 13 carts.
Shitbrick just walks by.
You don't have to pull them all right now.
The cat looks mighty disappointed at even the suggestion that you're going to turn him into a train.
We'll get you some help. We'll get you some other engines.
The cat goes off to mark his territory on the couch, and
Merisiel
yells at the cat, "Bad kitty! Bad kitty!"
That might be a thing we need to do, is get another animal to be sort of a second engine, because how do you think those 100 goblins are going to get to the Tomb of Horrors?
Oh, God. Yeah, that is a cross-land trip. Your boat's not going to make it.
Yes. Pissed off. Doesn't even the suggestion. Okay, fine. If you're going to give me some help, then...
Yeah.
He's like, I like this guy, but...
No, he is your animal companion. And he is from the lower plains to boot. So, yeah. He's a fiendish cat.
He likes me, but he's also like, really?
Yeah. Battle cheetah.
And Shipwreck's like, wow. Hey, I'm marking my territory.
Exactly.
Cheetah train.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Meanwhile, in the sewers, the 100 goblins wait for salvation.
At the hands to try to make their mark on humanity as the good ones.
Yeah, I didn't know there were good goblins.
They could be any alignment. It's just
There won't be anymore.
here. They during your trips to make certain everything was prepped, you probably would have gotten the backstory anyway. Sandpoint has long had problems with goblins, but after the major raid on town, the first one, the goblins have laid low. The backlash from adventurers on local tribes, particularly on Thistletop goblins, has cowed creatures into a relative calm in the immediate vicinity. And while the goblins may attack idle travelers along the Lost Coast Road, no goblins approach within 500 feet of Sandpoint these days.
Except for the goblin that lives there.
With the exception of a small and secretive group of goblins who has found sanctuary in the smugglers' tunnels in the center of town. Keep in mind that I upped the numbers from small to 100.
Yeah. Well, you know, a goblin's made her home. She's insane.
Yeah, the goblins are allowed around town, but only the evil ones, as the place has gone corrupt and these people have just become too afraid to leave.
She's beyond insane.
Once a set of storage rooms used by the smugglers, these hidden chambers are now the domain of a group of goblins led by an unusually charismatic and forward-thinking goblin named Smink. After seeing the result of a full-on goblin raid, 2 of them by now, Smink has come to realize that goblins need to adapt and change if they're going to live in close proximity to humanity.
Yeah.
She and her followers moved into this complex soon after the raid and have been sneaking out at night to lurk in alleys and on rooftops to quietly observe humans, hoping to learn from their society and actions in a way that they'll one day hopefully be able to count them as friends. Smink knows that day is not here, especially after how the town got so corrupted and her alignment shifted.
Yes.
And that the memories of the raid are still too fresh in many local minds. Well, more the fact that they only let the evil ones roam about.
Only the evil ones that can form complete sentences.
But if she learns about the player characters, she might approach them at some point to ask them their aid in helping her and her friends find true sanctuary.
Oh, yeah, I'll be sure to do that. That's me, Sanctuary Black Metal.
Mm-hmm. You're taking him to the Tomb of Horrors.
That's Sanctuary. The Sanctuary of Death.
So I know this was a huge railroad.
Yes, it was.
Was it fun?
Yes.
You know,
What?
you've now met the pirates who fuck everything.
Yes. I'm still not completely sure about this whole Tomb of Horrors thing, but that's only because you know how I am about dungeon crawls.
Well, it's going to be exceedingly linear. You're going to be even more railroaded than you were here, but all of the puzzles have to be solved by your own volition.
Yeah, true.
It's a thinking person's dungeon, and I'm taking out, some of the actual exploration because there's no one there to actually guide you through a map.
Well, yeah, that's...
If this was a text adventure and you did it 500 times over, then yeah, I could see you getting the map layout in your head. But only doing it once first time, I kind of got to railroad you through the place.
500 times over, and then I just get annoyed and look at the walkthrough because I can't figure out the one thing you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out the one thing you need to do is really stupid, and no one would ever think that way. And then you do the one thing, and everything else is fine. That's how text adventure goes with me. It's like, no, but why would anyone do that? But yeah, no, it sounds interesting. And like you said, don't touch anything before someone else does.
Yeah. Let them make the mistakes. In fact, follow behind.
So basically, black metal will sort of be a supporting character.
No, he's just going to command the people to do what
Yes.
he wants them to.
Yes.
More like a turn-based strategy game.
I never actually played one of those. I mean, I think Fallout ones, but I never, I never.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a novice to things like that. But yeah, it's so yeah. If I had another person also, because otherwise it'd be like you telling me what there is and then guiding me through. It wouldn't really work. So it's gonna be fun though, and then we'll do other evil things. Black metal almost died before the Tomb of Horrors.
Yes. It would have been a sad loss.
It would have been a well, yeah. There was no way that we were actually going to kill that dragon if it took them that long to actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
I still want one of my characters to have unnatural lust now, just because.
Yeah, it's just one single round where they feel compelled to caress, kiss, or whatever the closest thing.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just want to see. I am the mighty warrior woman of. Oh God, she's sticking her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so fun stuff. I like playing things.
So, is there anything you wish to explore around town, or do you want to call it a day?
I'm having a good time right now, so we can explore stuff. Unless you have to go or something.
I don't have to do shit. It's still early for me.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. I'm actually waiting for things to do things. That makes sense. Rewind it.
Yeah.
Let's explore and see what we can find.
Okay. What are you in the mood to look for after waking up?
You know what I still don't have? Let's go find a weapon shop.
Oh, weapon shop. Okay. That was burned down. That's vacant still due to death cloud. And one thing you do notice is that you get the brilliant idea to go by the garrison where the town guard, is headquartered. The guard post and jail of town.
Here's a brilliant idea I had. Here's an idea I just thought of.
Huh.
To do what you just said.
Mm.
That's the joke.
Well, one thing you find out is that the town sheriff died in a death cloud.
Oh, Valor. I mean, goblins.
Yeah, goblins. Because this place is pretty damn close to it.
Sounds like you were about to say Valor. Shut up.
So they're in need of an experienced sheriff. They're still able to hold off the paladin death squads coming into town.
Wherever would we find an experienced sheriff? I mean, I could be a sheriff, but I'm not that experienced. Plus, I believe too much in frontier justice.
Frontier justice sounds good to me. I mean, I'm desperate for anyone to take over, really. Just someone to command the troops so they're not as disorganized. We're kind of bumbling up. Yeah, they're kind of bumbling around because they're. Hold on a second.
There we go. Had to piss myself. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm always busy going on adventures, so I'll look for someone unless you can recommend someone I can convince.
I don't know of anyone you can convince, but we'll figure that out at a later time.
All right. I have a zombie. You could be the sheriff. Zombie sheriff.
Oh, God.
That's the greatest idea ever.
Yeah. A zombie sheriff. What should we do? He's just rotting there.
So, what do you say? Want to be a sheriff? I think that's a yes, but I'm not
good
sure.
for guard duty, not really good for leading the troops. You don't have any sentient ones under your command. They're all your standard brainless type. You're asking someone with even less brain power than yourself to command the troops.
That would be a dumb idea. I like it. Well, I'll get back to you. None of my zombies want the job.
You could go to the town marketplace.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
As you go around.
He understands zombie.
As you go around different stalls, they got different things going on. And one of them has a strange, interesting part.
Okay.
It looks like the part of a clockwork songbird.
Interesting.
One of the wings. They're asking for 150 gold for it.
Let's do a what the hell is it check.
Well, you can tell that if you were to piece it all together, it would be worth, more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
You don't know much more about this other than it looks like it was once finely made, although a bit ancient.
What the hell?
All right, you bought the part.
Yep.
As you're walking around, you see standard fare masterwork equipment, nothing spectacular. You also got a shit ton of normal equipment held up coming off boats and shit as, people are looking around and looking to arm themselves. And someone accidentally stabbed themselves through the head with a sword.
Ouch.
Testing it out. He is dead now. Welcome to Ashpoint.
Does Black Merle even have a sword? I think he has some sort of...
He has a whip, a mace, and... Well, not a mace, Morning Star. Hold on a second.
A flail. Flail, you mean?
Yeah, flail, yeah. And a longbow.
Yeah, but no swords.
Mm-hmm.
Damn sword.
No. Okay. Let me look that up real quick here.
Oh. Name something better than iced tea.
Iced tea. You find a masterwork greatsword, nice little giant two-handed weapon.
Yes.
that you can get for 350 gold.
Deal. What's the difference between a great sword and a broadsword?
You can just call it the broadsword. I mean, broadsword's technically more like a bastard sword, but that's rule sets I don't feel like dealing with.
Whatever. I have a broadsword. That's if you don't if you're watching this and haven't figured out, that's Elliot Lindemood's trademark weapon. As Jim found out all too well when the goblin.
Yeah. You know, a couple people capable of imbuing it with magic, which I can use the rest of your gold for and hook you up with some decent shit.
Yes, a magic broadsword.
Yeah. The question is, who do you want to get enchanted? Because you know they're both going to ask for either money or favors.
Nope.
Well, actually, there's three people you know. There's the prophet, that's off in the Holy See, you know, a couple days away. There's Fidget.
Yes.
But you know, that will mean that you owe her 2 favors then.
Yeah, I'm good with just one favor.
And there's the unnamed cleric of Boink.
There's an idea. To the schoolhouse.
But you know that he's going to fuck around with it and just give you random enchantments on it.
That's true. Hey, Shitbrick, you ready for an extra? You ready for a walk?
Wow.
I'm going to a holy place again.
Wow.
Because Fidget owes, already owe Fidget a favor, and the voice in my head's right. The Boink guy isn't really to be trusted with these things.
2 days later. Right?
You just
the honeymoon's over, apparently. You haven't been back.
I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to go magic this, and we'll get back into the honeymoon when I get back. She's busy renovating the house.
Yes, she is.
After that, you can be all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, these are the people that actually have the powers to do this.
Yes.
Why, hello there, my son. Do you have any sins you wish to confess?
Not at the moment. At least not.
I think you should confess some sins over the confessional. You look around,
all right,
and you realize that people are still buying into his holy gig. There are paladins every fucking where.
Yes, Father. I'll go confess some sins in the confessional.
As soon as you get in there, you close the doors. It's all soundproof in there. Fucking shit, black metal. How the hell you doing?
Yo, man. I don't know what you've heard, but I don't know what you've heard of my exploits.
As you explain some of your exploits, a long ship. That might head off some crusades. I'll send some messengers your way to let you know if I hear of any coming by sea.
Nice.
You know, this place used to be all accepting of all religions, and now I'm here.
And I also found this. Shows in the broadsword.
Oh my, that is a mighty fine blade.
We're sort of wondering if you could make it magical.
Oh, yes. I might be able to do that for you. It'll take a hefty donation to the church.
How much?
Well, trust me, I'll give you options that you can afford.
I like the sound of that.
only blowing your jewels and your gold.
Yes.
All right. So let's see here. How enchanted do I have your other weapons?
I like the prophet.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a +5 on that. Okay, that's a +3. You can also try. I don't know if you want to get your whip enchanted because I don't know if you're going to ever remember that you have a whip.
Yes, I remember that I have a whip.
Okay. But let's see. So I get you a decent enchantment. I think a +3.
Yeah.
Now the question is, what kind of side effects do you want to have on it?
Hmm.
I mean, you can keen it, which gives it better critical range.
Okay.
You can give it an elemental property, such as acid, electric, fire, or ice.
Fire's fun.
Okay.
Someone's going, how do I know we choose fire?
Okay. If we keen the edge, looks of it, all of the assets all the gems and shit you got,
Yeah.
you can give that a +3 on top of being able to flame it up and have a better critical range.
All right. And of course, if you're asking yourself, how do they know you do fire? Because you know I'm a pyromaniac.
Yes. And the best part is giving it a better critical range. I'm giving it flaming burst, so it does even more damage if you crit with it, the fire.
Right.
On top of the normal, doubling or tripling of it, because I forget exact
He's
stats.
been in there for a long time. That guy must have had a lot of sins, but at least he's confessing them and coming back into the arms of the church.
Yes. You discuss this as he sits there and says, okay, I could do that. Yes. Come back in a week, and it
Yeah.
shall be done.
All right. Come on, Chia. Let's go back to our interrupted honeymoon.
Yeah, just figured that these 3 people have all the item creation feats they need. Just they're so busy they're running a town, they can't go off and do the amazing miracles and shit all the time.
Yes. That's where Black Widow comes in. He's made a lot of friends.
Yeah, Black Metal has made a lot of friends, a few enemies.
And none of the friends are, well, good.
Oh, yeah. And only half of your enemies are good.
Well, they're the boring kind of evil.
Yeah, the other half are the boring kind of evil. I decided to make the Chicken Man murder cult dedicated to a good god that wishes to destroy Boink and all existence because Boink created it all.
Yes. Chicken Man.
Yeah, it's just one of the ways he tries to mock Boink by making his own murder cult. Which, when you think of it, it's atypical for a good aligned deity to do that. Like, ever, but because Boink created this universe, the flat Earth you are on.
It makes sense. So, if you're just tuning in, Black Metal met some people and sailed, and then was saved by the people he just met, who he now speaks very fondly of, saying they're very good merchants. After being sprayed with acid by a BFD, big fucking dragon.
That almost killed him as he lay there dying. If it weren't for the channeling of positive energy to get you to 3 hit points, you wouldn't have been able to chug that potion down.
Yes, he even told when they were threatening to kill him, like, wait, you saved my life and you think I'm gonna rat you out? I have something called loyalty, you know?
That was good to know.
Oh, wait, this guy actually has loyalty? And like,
Yeah,
wow.
chaotic evil does that. You saved my ass purely because it's bad for business for but now they have someone that they can rely on if they need dirty work done.
I can respect that.
And you've already done them a great service by allowing them to desecrate a temple with Besmar's grace. So now it's going to be known as a good pirate town because the goddess of pirates. Of course, that might be retconned into my own pirate goddess once I actually name her.
Yes.
A lot of these gods might be retconned into my own pantheon.
Well, we already made Psycho Call.
Yeah.
That was an inside joke from something that happened to me on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I had to do that. We'll just write it down whenever you start the next adventure. I'll have your sword as part of your equipment.
Thank you. We can pretty much call it now. I don't think we really have a. We can still hang out and stuff, but
yeah, we'll call it. That was interesting.
That was very interesting.
And I'll have even more rigged up for next time. So,
and we'll see you next time, people.
Mm-hmm.